Cuisine is the art of time, a relay passed from heart to mouth. Across Alankab's long, rich food history, many region-wide intangible heritage dishes have taken root and endured. Generations of dedicated inheritors, along with time-honored brands, eateries, and shops, insist on native produce and honest cooking. Decades, even centuries at the stove, have forged rich skill and experience. Behind every evergreen bestseller lies a passion and resolve that flow in the blood. Zhuozi County is famed as the home of smoked chicken. Records say that in the 1930s, Chef Li Zheng from Xuanhua brought his braised chicken craft from Zhang Jiao's Dersheng town to Zhuozi, and together with Beijing chef Zhang Lantai, refined it into Zhuozi mountain smoked chicken. The product sold briskly along the Beijing Baotou, Baotou Lanzhou, and Baotou Taiyuan railways, comforting the stomachs and hearts of countless travelers on old green car trains. Human journeys gather foods. Foods in turn stir human comings and goings. In China, we call it fate. Zhang Jintao is the third-generation bearer of smoked chicken and an Inner Mongolia level ICH inheritor. His parents, Zhang Rerhua and Zhang Xiulan, are the second-generation masters. His grandfather Zhang Wuhai was the first. Early recipes chose the red-feathered native chicken. These chickens are omnivorous, large, well-muscled, perfect for smoking. Today, birds are either red-feathered chickens or highline brown layers, aged over 500 days. Younger birds are too tender for the process. Live birds are slaughtered, skull plucked, eviscerated, and washed. The clean carcasses enter the smokehouse. They are soaked in cold water for 12 hours. Then scrubbed. Replucked. And drained. At 76, Zhang Xiulan is still working, often joining and guiding the production. She and her husband have trained nearly 100 apprentices. Many now have become masters in the industry of smoked chicken, the most renowned being their son, Zhang Jintao. Each kettle bag holds 28 spices and Chinese herbs. Carcasses are trussed and lowered into the laotown, an aged stock that is the soul of Zhuozi flavor. This brew has been used for years, constantly replenished and kept gently bubbling, so it is brown. The longer it lives, the richer its microbes and aromas. A perforated lid weights the birds down. They braise first on high heat, until spice and stock have melded. Then on medium, before a gentle 4-hour simmer. After 4.5 hours of alternating flames, the meat is steeped in the broth's deep savor. Drained birds enter the final stage. Cedar sawdust and white sugar are added in set ratios. Cedar for aroma and preservation. Sugar for color. Eight minutes in fragrant smoke and they emerge. Zhuozi mountain smoked chicken glows reddish gold, smells mellow, and tastes delicate. As early as 1956, it stood beside Dezhou braised chicken and Daokou roast chicken at the National Cooked Foods Expo, earning the title one of China's 3 famous chickens. The craft made the regional Intangible Cultural Heritage list in 2013. And the chicken joined China's roster of famed specialty farm products in 2019. Longxingzhuang, a historic trade hub, once linked the frontier to China's heartland. Commerce thrived, and pastry-making flourished. Local pastries are classed as coarse or fine. Fengzhen mooncake, a fine pastry. Born in the Qianlong reign of the Qing, over 200 years ago, traces its recipe to the mixed sugar cake of Xinzhou, Shaanxi. The cakes use Fengzhen's mineral-rich groundwater, ideal for mooncake dough. Flour is tipped into the wok. Milk powder and baking soda are added. In the old days, Fengzhen mooncakes traveled with merchants west through the pass and across the grasslands. They had to be food on the road and goods for barter, exchanged for livestock, hides and furs. So the mooncakes are high in oil and sugar, filling-free, durable, and portable. After mixing, house-pressed flaxseed oil is poured in, 2 kilograms of oil to 5 kilograms of flour. This readies the dough for the hot sugar syrup. Water is boiled, then honey is stirred in. Specified sweetness white sugar. And rock sugar follow. The syrup is gently heated and stirred. At the boil, it is poured onto the flour. This is the traditional scalded dough technique. While the mix is near 80 degrees Celsius, it is turned quickly. Dough and syrup must merge in one go. Hand pushes dough, and dough pushes syrup, until they first come together. When the mass cools to 65 degrees Celsius, use hands to flip and spread it until fully blended. Infused with oil and sugar, the dough glows golden, soft and delicate with a springy texture. The warm dough is swiftly weighed and pinched into equal portions. A deft baker lifts, grips, pinches, and seals in 4 crisp moves. Rolling each ball in one direction. This dough is a mixture of water, oil, and sugar, so its stickiness and cohesion are deliberately low, giving mooncakes their flaky layers. Trays of raw cakes enter the oven. Surface moisture evaporates. After 7 minutes, the cakes turn pale gold. They are then quickly pricked all over with chopsticks. This does 2 things: releases steam and makes a pretty pattern. Flaxseed oil is brushed onto the tops. After about 15 minutes, they emerge, crisp, amber, and fragrant. As a rustic delicacy, Fengzhen mooncakes honor the rules: all handmade, strict ingredient choice, and generous use of materials. That creed is what ICH inheritor Zhang Xiulan and his son, Sunya, uphold together. Small cakes that taste like the moon, with crisp crust and syrupy crumb. Rough outside, yet crumbly, tender, and gently sweet within. Fengzhen mooncakes fold the bygone glory of Longxingdraun and ancestral skill into one humble round. In Wulanhua, they say lamb offal soup in Nanliang, sugar cakes in Nanliang. Chef Yu Bunui from Siziwang Banner, 67, has shaped sugar cakes by hand for over 40 years. The treat hails from her late father-in-law, Chef Xu Laobai's hometown, Gua County in Shaanxi, and has been passed down for more than a century. Today she prepares Nanliang sugar cakes with white sugar and brown sugar fillings, strictly following the ancestral method. Steamed buns are crumbled fine, mixed with brown sugar and white sugar, and then stirred until evenly combined. The crumbs stop the filling from running when hot. In a large basin, flour starter, rapeseed oil, sugar, and water are stirred. Baking soda is blended into flour in a smaller bowl. Then tipped in. To knead the skin dough. Rapeseed oil is rubbed into flour to make the shortening paste.
Mom, kneading dough again.
Yes.
We have an order for 500 sugar cakes tomorrow. Rush job. Due in the morning.
Then call your dad so we can start.
Okay, I'll get him. Dad, rush sugar cake order for tomorrow. Come help.
Coming. Her son, Xu Jinyun, and husband Xu Drindan, are skilled too in making sugar cakes, often pitching in once an order arrives. What a warm sugar cake family. The risen dough is rolled into a rope and pinched into equal weight lumps. Each small lump is flattened. A spoon of shortening sealed inside. Then kneaded smooth. It is rolled into a strip, coiled. And rolled flat again. Brown sugar or white sugar filling is wrapped. Pinched into a ball. Then flattened into a round. Cakes are stamped and vent pricked. Stamps tell the two fillings apart, and vents prevent bursting. The sugar cake rounds slide into the oven. The cakes bake at about 250 degrees Celsius and are done in 10 minutes. In lean times, these sweet, oily sugar cakes were a New Year rarity, so their flavor became the very taste of the festival. Crisp yet soft, sweet but not cloying, Nanliang sugar cakes whet a lank of appetites and are a must-serve honor on holiday tables. In early autumn, Huade County east of the northern foot of the Yi Mountains sees frequent rainy days. Abundant rainfall makes the vegetation lush and thriving. On Bayin Turla's sandy land, more than 100 camels graze on Korshin's pea shrubs. The drought-hardy pea shrub is a key food source for camels. Camels raised to 5 or 6 years yield meat best suited for Huade's time-honored delicacy, camel meat stuffed flatbread. Chef Liu Jimei has focused on camel meat flatbreads for over a decade. Each day she grills more than 400 flatbreads for customers. Camel meat, deep red and fine-grained, is rich in protein, fat, calcium, phosphorus, iron, and vitamins. A prized item in traditional Chinese cuisine. Filling quality decides the taste. Large camel chunks are minced to a coarse paste. Scallion, ginger, flaxseed oil, sesame oil, ground Sichuan pepper, salt, and soy sauce are folded in until evenly seasoned. The electric griddle reaches about 220 degrees Celsius. Oil is drizzled, and the bread grills for 3 minutes. Then brush it with oil, flip and grill for another 3 minutes. When both sides puff up from the heat, the bread is cooked through. Camel meat's ample fat renders during grilling, making the flatbread moist and rich. The finished flatbread is thin, supple, and bursting with savory juice. In food anthropology, local fare reflects local taste. Such flavors stamp cultural identity onto our very palate. Such a simple and innate preference shows both respect for food and a longing for home. Alankab's culinary heritage is the distillation of generations of trial and effort. Seasoned pros and home cooks alike, all masters of their craft, use rough, yet deft, powerful hands to shape truly local dishes, letting ancient culinary wisdom shine through the ages, passed on like a living flame, still glowing bright today.